Hello everyone, it's Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth Garden today, and it's the 14th of February 2023. Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to show you what I got up in the garden yesterday and what I'm going to do today. So yesterday was an absolutely wonderful day, and today is absolutely gorgeous too. Oh my god, the jets. Oh, the jets have been going mental today, flying over, driving me insane. It sounds like that one's flying quite high now. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I did yesterday and what I'm going to do today. So let's just go around the other side of the garden, shall we? And my partner done a lot of digging outside the front of the house. So he's just gone. So I just thought I'd come out and show you what I did yesterday. Yesterday I used my new strimmer that I got for Christmas, and I strimmed all round here, all round the beds. So that's what I wanted the strimmer for, so that I could go in between my beds and all round here, because the lawnmower will not fit. I've only strimmed it once and it's sort of like quite dense. Once I've done it a few times, it'll be a lot easier for me to keep maintained. And I strimmed this mound here, which has got a tree underneath it. And then I ran out of power, so the battery power on those things isn't very long. It only lasts for 20 minutes per battery. I've got 2 batteries, so it's 40 minutes worth of strimming. And then I don't know how long it'll take to recharge, but I think you can buy a heavier duty battery, which I said I want, because I need something a bit more powerful. So I haven't done this bit here, but you can see the difference. So I've done all those bits there, and then at the end I should be able to cut that with the lawnmower. There's my bonfire in the little bin. And then, I created a new bed yesterday. So I did this bed here. So I had that carpet on this bit of soil here. So what I did was I just cut round the edges and I trimmed it all. And then I've just laid on some carpet, and I just laid on some topsoil because I didn't want to use all my topsoil, and just put all this wood on there to stop it moving when there's wind, which there will be. Just because it's still now doesn't mean to say it's going to stay this way. So that looks all right. So I've made a little weeny bed there. Wasn't going to make a bed there, but I put that carpet here and everything had died off. I had to dig out a couple of deep rooted weeds. So that's what I've done, and then I'm going to order my pond liner today. So I've got to order my pond liner today because we really need to get this pond done before all the grass grows back. So we're going to use this carpet inside there and then, to line it with. But I need it just a bit deeper. It's just not quite deep enough. It needs to be a bit deeper because the pond liner I've got is going to be 32 feet long. This is only 30 foot long. That's taken into account overlap and pushing it in and all that kind of thing. But so we can make it a little bit deeper. So we need it a bit deeper, and then we can get all the carpet that we've got everywhere. So we've got this bit here, and then we've got that bit over there, and then there's some indoors, and we're going to line it with the carpet so that the stones don't damage the liner. So that's what we're going to do there. But yesterday I done this, so I was well proud of myself. So I done this, and then also ran over that side of the garden. I'll go and show you. I actually put some topsoil on there. So between this and that and doing strimming, I stayed outside till from 12 till 4. And I was knackered by the time I finished. I had to have a bath and a long soak, and that was well worth it. So I was very pleased with that. So I've done a lot. It doesn't look much, but it is quite a lot of work. So I've done all that. So it's looking really good. I need to just get rid of that. That's just some clumps of grass that I dug out of one of the beds the other week. Well, actually it was growing around that stump. So my mission today is I might not come back over here today. I do want to sort out those 3 arches. Well, what I'm going to do is cut off the bottom bits and try and make them shorter, and then just put them back in. I'm going to put them all back in. They're going back in. But let me show you what I did over here. So I've done a lot of work over here. Simon actually done some of the wall here. Let me just show you what he did first, because he was doing some really heavy duty work around the front, digging up the paving, not the paving, this sort of gravel stuff outside the front of the house. Look at that mountain of stuff we got now that he's dug up and brought over in the trolley, and that's not including this mound and that. Right, but what he was doing yesterday, he was sorting this bed out. So what I'm going to do here with this this bed here, because these are sort of walls, so he was digging this trench. My God, he's done loads. So he dug all this trench. So what I'm going to do is go back in here, tidy up some of the slate, and then I'm going to put some topsoil on it, and then I'm just going to throw a load of seeds in here, like marigolds and poached egg flowers, and then and whatever else I can find that's quick growing around the garden, and then hopefully this will get covered in flowers. We've done all this. Wow, I didn't even know. That's the first time I come out, because I went indoors because I was completely knackered. Look, he's been doing this. So these sort of walls, they're all covered in moss and stuff, so we're trying to clear them, make it more defined, because there's 5 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think there might be 6 walls. And they, oh gosh, look what he's done. He's done all this up here. Wow. So he was digging the trench. He's trying to get the stuff away from the wall. We've done all that. There's a tap here. Yeah, we've got to put a new tap on there, so people can get water, and our sewerage system is here. Our cesspit's under here, which we're going to put a little fence around this bit here, sort of like from here, I think it is, round here, and then round where this drain is, and that stench pipe, and then put it to there, like so people don't walk on it. But look at that wall there. Wow, that one's a right mess. Look at that, massive amounts of slate there. Oh, it's a real mess, that bit. Well, what we could do is remove some of that slate and create another little wall over there. So the whole, and then we got this great big pile of car park stuff under there. So I don't know what we're doing with that. It's the 15th of February, the next day. So I didn't get to finish my video yesterday because my partner come out, and then we started clearing the wall, which I'll show you in a minute. Just want you to see our Christmas tree that we put in the other day, that we're hoping will grow. Just looking at Enki, he's just having a wee. Right, so this tree here is the one we put in the other day. Look how small it looks compared to these. So this one was 8 foot tall when we had it indoors. Now look at it, it looks like a midget. So anyway, I've got to give it some water. Got to make sure I water it every day. Didn't water it yesterday, but it's looking good. So Simon dug a big hole, and then we chopped off all the branches off the lower bit, so it's a bit shorter than it was, and then we drilled holes in it. We cut off all the lower branches, you know, on the stump bit, and then we drilled holes in it, and then we plonked it in water since Christmas. Since when we took it out of the house at the beginning of January, and then it was in a bucket of water until the other day, day before yesterday, and then we've coated the stump with cinnamon, because apparently that's supposed to help, like a hormone growth powder, and also antibacterial. So I watched a guy and he coated his with cinnamon, so that's what I've done, which smelt very Christmassy as well. And then we've just put a bit of topsoil in the hole, and we've just plopped the tree in, and we've watered it well. I'm going to get some more water for it today. It's leaning over just a slight smidgen, we just need to pull it over a bit. But that's it, so the tree is in, we will see what happens. but it's still very green, and none of the pine needles are falling off now. I can just see a few tiny little bits of brown, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if it grows. If it doesn't, well, at least we tried. Anyway, I want to show you what we did yesterday over the other side of the garden. So I want to show you this part of the garden that my partner done yesterday, and then we decided to do this wall. So we weren't going to do the wall yesterday. In fact, I don't know what we were going to do yesterday, but because this all needs clearing, all this has to be got rid of. So we need to clear all this, and yesterday started doing the wall. Look, so my partner got rid of all of the slate and all of the brambles out of here yesterday, and he's taken off a lot of the slate, and I'm rebuilding the walls. Completely destroyed some of these. So if you look here, you can see in a minute the best bit, the bit I've done. So we're taking off all the slate, and then we're rebuilding it. It's quite damp out here today. So look, if you look here, this one, I'm starting to, no, I've not started this one yet. This one needs rebuilding. So what I'm going to do is have 2 pockets of flowers on them. So this one here, I started yesterday as well. There's loads of slate to go back on, but as you can see, a lot of it is collapsed, that side. So I'm rebuilding the whole thing, but I started on this end. I've already done that bit, so we're making little pockets with flowers in, and then making a great big slate bit, and then another little pocket down this end. So that's what we're doing. I think that slate bit can come across a bit more. We just want small pockets, and then what I'm going to do is put a lot of low growing flowers in, you know, like rockery flowers, and just put them in there. And I've done this one, so I rebuilt this whole wall. So look what it looks like. Look what we're doing, and this is the finished one. So we started on this end, and he'd already started taking this one apart, but as this one's a really long wall, I think the others are shorter. This one's shorter, so we're doing two pockets, but this one's got 3 pockets. So we're going to put flowers in the middle bit. There's still loads and loads of slate in the middle. They're not hollow, so you can only have low grown plants like rockery plants and plants that just, I know what would be ideal on here is the nasturtiums, because they just scramble everywhere and they don't need much like water and stuff. So we're trying to make it as low maintenance as possible. But look, you can see, so we've put a little pocket there and a little pocket there, and then 2 big bits where you can just see the wall bit, and then we're going to do that all the way down there, and they're all staggered like this. So he's defining the edge, and then what I'll do is I'll just go around the edge again, make sure we get out all the weeds, and then keep the edges nice and neat. So like I've done over there, they don't have to be completely straight because they won't be, but it just makes it look so much tidier, and then when people come in it will just look really nice to your eye. A bit like this bit here what I've done, which looks really nice now, and that was really hard work, but it's worth it in the end because it will look really lovely. So that's what we're doing. So today it's quite chilly today compared to yesterday, but that's fine because you soon get warmed up doing this, I tell you. So I've done all this. See, there was all slate on here, so what I do is rebuild the wall, put all the slate back. He helped me with these bigger bits like that one there, and then it's rugged, and then what we're doing at the edge here is make sure that the wall's not near the edge. I've left some of the plants in there. There's a wild strawberry, a couple of ferns, some moss, to naturalise it, obviously. All these things, they really matter, because when people come here, when they drive in, and if there's all flowers in here and you walk past here, it'll all look just will look nice. And then if I use nasturtiums, they'll all drape down there, they'll all seed themselves in the gully, and then next year the gully bits, like these bits, will have all flowers in. So it'll look beautiful, because nasturtiums last for ages, and I've got loads and loads of nasturtium seeds and loads of marigold seeds that I took that I took from the plants I grew inside the polytunnel mainly. So anyway, this is Dolbrodmaeth garden today, and I'm in the garden for a little while. Won't be out here all day, but I just want to show you my seedlings and my seeds that are coming up inside the polytunnel. Looking really good in here, so I'm really happy. So we'll start at this end of the table and we'll work across and we'll just show you everything on the table, okay? Folks, so here, look at this. So this is the wallflowers that I sowed the other day. Look at that, they're all coming up. These are the forget-me-nots, they're not coming up yet. These are the wallflowers as well, coming up there. In here are the primroses, not coming up yet. In here we have the Sweet Williams, not coming up yet. But wallflowers are coming up. Red boring onions, I can't see anything yet. But they won't be long. And the other day I sowed all these seeds. So I got these from B&Q. I got some geraniums, some lobelia white, some lobelia purple. And I've got another lobelia, but you sow it a bit later. These ones I've got to put on the wall that I've been clearing. So my little wall gardens are going to have these flowers in. I needed some more geraniums because my geraniums, I'd had them for 2 years and they died in the frost. So I'm doing some from seed. I think I've got a lot more geranium seeds, which I will do again later to put in the pots around the place. Then over on this side, look, I found out the name of these. They were white cabbage. They're white cabbage. I think they're like a pointy cabbage, but that's what they are. So they've come up. The lavender's doing really well. The French sorrel's looking all right now. The ginger mint will come up again soon. These are white Lisbon onions, not coming up yet, but won't be long. The mint's reviving, that I cut right back. Can't remember what's in here. I think it's a couple of mints. Look at all my cabbages though, my cauliflowers. They're all doing really well, and my early sprouting broccoli. So that's what these are. So these are all early sprouting broccoli over here. And then we have some Brussels sprouts all doing really well at the back there. Look at those, look. So I didn't cover these up last night. I had them covered up, but I forgot to cover them back up last night. But obviously the weather was all right. All my cuttings are doing well, apart from this one I can't see anything. But this is the other blackcurrant and there's definitely some shoots on there. These are doing well. These are hedge plants, which I just cut off the hedge and just plopped them in there, and they're all doing well. They've all got roots on. These are cotoneasters. These are doing well. These aren't doing anything. What I might do with them, I'll leave them, but if they don't start growing, I'll just sprinkle a few more of these seeds on the top. Just take the top off and do them again. But they're probably not going to do anything yet because it's too early. Anyway, here's some leeks here. So the lion, they're doing well. Them leeks there. There's a bit of grass. That is not a leek. Oh dear. I need to get that out. Taking up the energy. Oh, don't want that in there. So anyway, that's the leeks. Oh, I think we'll lose that one. Anyway, there's the leeks. So they're doing all right. We've still got leeks inside the polytunnel. I'll show you in a minute. China rose, radish. There's one coming up here, or a couple. So they're starting to come up. They're old seeds, so I'm really happy. Red cabbage, look at them. They're doing really, really well. But look at these cauliflowers. So look at this one. Look at that. So I'm really happy with those. So these have all been overwintering inside the polytunnel. And they're doing really well now. I'm really happy. Just don't want them to get eaten by anything. Anyway, down here I just bought from the supermarket yesterday a coriander that was in a pot. They're $1.50 a plant. So I thought, I've got coriander seeds, but they take forever to grow. And I thought, well, let's just plant these two and a rosemary. So I put them in here amongst my already... See, I sowed these from seed, and these are like 2 years old now. These parsley, sage. They're all 2 years old, these plants. I didn't plant them last year, I planted them the year before. So they're going on their 3rd year now, so They're doing really well actually. Peas are doing really, really well. Look at the peas. So they're all doing really well. I think this one needs to be tied up next. And that one there. So I'll put some string on them. Well, look at this one that I put. It's going up the string now. Even these ones are growing now. So this one's doing well. And my little weeny ones, they're starting to grow now. Look. See? Just got to be patient. And over here, oh, these are the bulbs that I put in here the other day. So they're all growing well. I had to water that because it was dry as a bone and I forgot there was bulbs in there. Over here is some rocket that I sowed on the 14th for the 1st. That's all coming up now. I got rid of the layer of sort of moss, but I couldn't do this bit because there's all these seeds in here. But this is the rocket. Look at my garlic. So I keep weeding this because I don't think garlic likes weeds. This rocket here, you can actually eat this now. I said that to Simon, we'll cut some, take it in, just break off some leaves and it'll grow back. And look, it's all growing. And look at this garlic. So all this garlic's doing really, really well in here. Glad I grew it indoors this year. I've never grown it indoors before. It's doing really, really well. This ivy's doing really well, I just noticed. Yeah, I'll put a few flowers in here. Once I get some to put in, I'll put some flowers in here. This one, I keep watering these so they don't dry out. Got some wild ferns in here. We've got wallflowers in this one here. With a load of moss. I quite like the moss, look at that. It's quite nice. Got its own little ecosystem going on in there with a bit of ivy. These plants were free, the moss and that. These I planted 3 years ago. I think, yeah, they must be 3 years old now. And I think that's some kind of geranium or something. Anyway, what I usually do is just dig out the middle and pop something in there. But yeah, so we'll have some flowers soon. Look at this. So look at the moss growing in there. And I think that's a pansy that was already in there. And I love this stuff. Oh, there's more pansies there. And I love this stuff. I love this stuff. It grows everywhere, all over the ground. I love it. So pretty. And we've still got these snowdrops. I did dig up that plant the other day and I've put it outside the front. I'll show you in a minute. Strawberries doing really well here that I put in here. So these ones are going to be going outside. And there's sage there. Might have to cut that sage down a little bit. So it looks like it's got a lot of new growth there. I'll just cut the top off. Look at them, they're growing now. So they're doing well. They're the ones I got out from over the strawberry bed over there. And the chives are growing. The chives. Some more chives there. So they're like 2 years old, going on 3 years old. And some nice strawberries in there. This was wonderful last year. I watered this yesterday. I'm keeping an eye on things, have to water everything. These are going to come out. I'm taking them out, if not today, tomorrow. In here are all my, these are what I've got to tackle today. I've got to spend a little bit of time just putting these in the garden or in some pots or something, because these are my beautiful tulips and I really need to get them out of here because they're running out of energy, these bulbs. You know, they're getting really light, I can feel. So I need to get them in the ground today. And I discovered what seeds these were. It dawned on me the other day. I know what these are. They're evening primrose seeds. So I've got quite a lot of these indoors, so I'm going to be putting these in the garden. Yeah, because we had some evening primrose seeds just growing in the ground. And I took off the seed heads. I'm going to go and feed my chickens. I haven't done it yet. But that's what they are. Just let me show you. Yeah, I put these in here the other day. There you go. I've actually got them out of the polytunnel into the ground at long last. So I've put one there. There's one here. That one's looking a bit flat. Oh, they're revived. They're really strong, these plants. And we've got some things popping up here. I'm not actually sure. I just trod on low. And the other one's here. So I just plopped them in there. They're really easy to maintain. I think that's Wallflowers, no. Sweet Williams there. And look at this. Look at this. This is a, oh my God, where's the label gone? Here it is. It is. Oh God, so you've got to label everything, or you just, oh, pyrocanthus. Red cushion. Look at that. Very sharp. I'll make sure I keep that in there. Because I tell you what, I will forget what it is. But that's what I bought, not last year, the year before. Planted it in there. Over in the other bed, I think he's looking at me, is some tulips coming up, look. Don't know why the leaves get all damaged, and I think these are onions, I think. I'm not sure, I don't know. I think they are some kind of bulb, some flowers. But these look like onions. I don't know. Something I planted ages ago, and some more wallflowers, I think, or Sweet Williams, either. What's he doing? What's Yankee doing? What's he saying? What are you looking at? It's probably a little bird or a mouse or something. Anyway, so, just wanted to give you a quick look. I haven't really done anything outside over the past, because the weather's not been very nice, and I have done the wall, and then I've been indoors, so this needs weeding. I had to go in here and weed all this, put some more slug stuff in, but I don't think there's many slugs around at the moment. Partner needs to mend this, it's collapsed. Yeah, these coming up here. Looks like they're going to be out soon. Look, this has sprung to life. This is the honeyberries. They've got new leaves on. Look. Oh, it's got some leaves on. I think it's actually going to have some flowers on it. Oh, wow. Tayberries. Here. This has got to be moved this year. I must move it before it wakes up too much. Oh my God, I haven't looked around here for a week. Yeah, these are cauliflowers here. And some cabbages. Oh, everything else is gone. I did pull some out because it had died. I left these. Oh look, the primulas. Oh, that's grown loads, that one. I will take that out once it dies back. Yeah, greyhound cabbage is growing. Oh, this looks a bit sad. There's some stuff growing in here. I can't remember what. Little flowers I put in. Look. Oh, they're flowers. I don't actually remember now. It's such a long time ago. Oh, this is all collapsed. There's nothing in there at the minute anyway. Yeah, there was a red cabbage, but it died. But look, as you can see, there's some, I think there's some marigolds growing. I think. Yeah, that's all rubbish, apart from one cabbage there. This has to be completely cleared. But first of all, the first thing I need to do is I must tidy up over the other side of the garden. Oh, look at my fig tree. Oh, I've got to get that in the garden. Wow, all of the trees are getting buds on. Damn! I wanted to get them in before they'd done that. Oh, just running out of time. Yeah, these are all my fruit bushes, which I trimmed back in the autumn. And this is collapsed. I need to redo this. Refix this. It's all collapsed. Oh, that's a week. I'll have to come out here and do the garden. But I don't know what my partner wants to do today, because we actually decided what material we're having for the headboard, so I'm going to order it today. Yay. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. I won't show you the garden at the moment. I'll do that in a separate video. I just want to show you inside the polytunnel really, and the progress of that, and how well things are getting on. It's getting on really well. So I'll soon be planting stuff out over the other side of the garden. Yeah, I can't wait. So yeah, look at this. It looks amazing in here. So productive, so productive. And it's only February. We're already doing really well. Hey, I love this time of year. No pests on anything yet. Oh, look at the hydrangea down here. Look at this. It's coming out. I won't move that yet. Oh my god, it'll have a heart attack, won't it? Because if a frost comes, it'll kill off all that lovely new growth. And look at the leeks here. They're all doing well. I have to keep watering them. And this bunch of pansies and some kind of antirrhinums, which I left in here. There's some nigella in here somewhere. I'm hoping it grows. But it needs a bit of a weed. There's some more tulips growing in here. And here's some tulips. Anyway, that'll do for now. Look at that, look at that. Productivity. Whole table full of productivity. Loads and loads of vegetables and flowers. And fruit, because there's fruit bushes at the back. And general hedging stuff that I'm going to be using around the garden when they get big enough. Anyway, so I will take some more hedging cuttings this year as well. And just keep putting hedging in everywhere. But it'll take years, I'm telling you. But at the moment, everything's looking beautiful in my polytunnel. I'm really, really happy. So I'm just going to tie up that pea there, I think. Or won't do it today because I will get distracted and then I won't get on with other things. I need to get them bulbs in first because they're running out of energy. And they need to get put in the ground. So that's what we're going to do. But everything's looking really glorious and I love it. Anyway, thank you.